The NFL Draft begins on April 27th, and we continue to get you ready with the deep dive into our locals in the NFL Draft. Sly is back with a breakdown of Clark Phillips III, just the fourth unanimous All-American in Utah football history, the best defensive back in program history, which is saying a lot, Sly. Yeah. We believe he's a first-round pick, but we're hearing different things. What's up with that? Why is he not a first-round solid pick?
Honestly, I don't know. But this is why the sport is so great, right? You know, you have so many things to talk about, so many people to hype up, so many people to put down. Your favorite schools are out there. Your favorite players are out there. But, you know, when it comes on Sunday, that's when the real talent shows itself.
I'll point out one reason why I think he is. 5'9" on the height. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. But everything else, other than the 4.51, maybe the 40, look at the strength, Sly. I mean, the measurables are pretty good when you take away the height.
Yeah, and a lot of people take these numbers and mean everything to them, and some people don't mean anything, right? You know, I mean, I ran down on kickoff next to guys who ran 4.3s, and I was beating them. So sometimes it really doesn't matter, but can you get to the ball, which Clark Phillips can.
Okay, he's not 6'3". He doesn't have 4.3 speed, but let's show everybody what he does have. He's a football player, and Sly, he can play every position on the field.
Every position on it, and that's why I think he's a first-round draft pick, and so I can't wait for the draft day. But he can play the left corner. Left corner is normally your #1 cornerback because of right-handed quarterbacks. They throw to the right, which is the left side of the defense, which he can play, and he plays extremely well. Here against Oregon State, you just put on this Oregon State tape, and you can see everything. But here, he shows his strength and physicality at being able to rip the ball away. So, yeah, he's 5'9", but if you catch the ball, he's going to rip it away from you. He's done such a great job of understanding his strength and skill sets that he doesn't need to be 6'8" to go jump up for a jump ball. He can take the ball away from you if you bring it down.
So he can go over to the right side and play the right side too.
Yeah, the right corner, which is normally your QB or your cornerback #2, or if you're going against left-handed quarterbacks, your cornerback #1. And so on the right side, and this is very hard, and this is why I think he's a first-round draft pick, is because he can go everywhere on the football field. Here, again, against Oregon State, and this is showing the versatility in the game. He's able to go both sides. He diagnoses this play and talked to him after this game. This is all film study for him right here. He ran the route better than the receiver did right here. But look at him back up to depth to where as soon as that receiver makes that out-breaking route, all he's doing is breaking downhill. That is film study. That is putting yourself in position to succeed, which he does better than anybody in the country.
He can also cover the slot, which is important in the NFL these days, right?
Man, because back in the day, you put your #1 receiver on the outside and that was it. But now in today's offenses, you put your #1 guy everywhere on the formation, and mainly at this #3 position because there's so many different mismatches with safeties and linebackers. But Clark Phillips can play that nickel position, play anywhere on the football field. Here he is playing that in the same game, Oregon State, showing that versatility. Playing this receiver can go inside, he can go outside, but Clark Phillips does a great job of having great position to where he can flip his hips either way to make a play on the ball. There you see his hat trick in that game, his 3rd interception.
And you can go, there's so many games where he's doing similar
so
things.
Many games.
So much tape, which is why it's shocking that he would not be a first-round pick. Here's another strength. Forget the small stature. He's tough. He is physical. He's not afraid to make contact and take on guys in the run game.
Yeah, and this is why I absolutely love Clark Phillips and why he should be a first-round draft pick. It's because it doesn't matter where you put him in whatever scheme you're trying to run, whether it's a screen here against Florida, just top-tier SEC guys, right? He gets off of that screen block from the tight end and makes a play to get the receiver for a TFL. Here, he's got a tight end who's blocking him. Get off me, right? That's that 18 reps. Warren Sapp, Hall of Fame defensive tackle, only put up 12 reps in the bench press. Clark Phillips did 18 with ease. This guy is a strong, physical guy who can transfer over to safety if you want to. And so he's going to have a long NFL career for sure.
He can also be finesse. He can flow, right?
It's fluid. Put him anywhere. Put him anywhere in your defense, and he can make it work. And I love his ability in this defense of Utah and its fluidity to where he can go into any scheme in the NFL, whether you're running a 3-3-5, sub packages, a traditional 4-3 defense, be your left corner, be your right corner, slot. He can play all over, and he's physical. So in a lot of corners, you blitz them, and they don't get to the quarterback. They take the block. Clark Phillips has pass rush moves to where he can get to the quarterback, which makes him extremely valuable and why he should be one of the top corners taken off of the board.
He's incredible. And we haven't even mentioned his character.
Right.
If a GM is interviewing him and they're sold immediately.
A++.
He checks all the boxes. So with all that said, Sly, who would you compare him to? Who does he remind you of?
Honestly, Clark Phillips is one and the same, or one of his own. He's in his own league. I can't pick a definite person because he takes so many attributes from different guys. Dale Green from back in the day, right? Smaller stature guy. I mean, even last year, a first-round draft pick out of Washington, Trent McDuffie. Right? You know, plays with Kansas City this year, wins a Super Bowl championship. A very, very important part of that defense. He compares to a lot of people, but with his strength, his quick twitch ability to change direction in low spaces, I think Clark Phillips is in a league of his own.
How about Darrelle Revis? That's one I kind of thought of.
Oh, I like Darrelle. I like Revis Island.
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. Okay, real quick. How would you grade him out? I'm sure it's first round, but explain where you think he should go and make your case for him as a first-round pick.
Where I think I should go, I think, of course, I'm incredibly biased. I love my Utes, but I love Clark Phillips because I've been watching him the last couple of years. I've had a very inside. I had the best seat in the house, right? On a lot of those plays, you can see Fat Sly on the sideline, Uncle Rico cheering him on, this and that. Where I think Clark Phillips should go, I think he should go in that first round. Yeah. But if he slips, that allows the better teams with better schemes, like the San Franciscos, like the Philadelphia Eagles, to go up and pick up this guy, which I think he's going to fit in great in any scheme. Because of whatever's going out there about what he is, I hope that NFL teams say, I don't care, I see the tape. Yeah. He's a unanimous All-American. That's all you need to say. So I say late first round, second round for Clark Phillips.
I'll say it right here. NFL GMs who pass on him in the first round will regret it.
No question.
For years.
He'll remember. He'll remember for sure.
He will remind them every time he plays them. Sly, great stuff. You're back with more later with Noah Sewell, a breakdown of Noah Sewell from Oregon, who played, of course, at Orem High School in Desert Hills.